A cave sealed for millions of years has just been opened, revealing a shocking discovery for the entire world. You might be wondering what a million-year-old cave could be hiding? Perhaps ancient artifacts, remnants of a long-lost civilization, or even an entirely new species. The natural world always finds ways to surprise us, appearing in the least expected places. And in the most mysterious ways.
It's not just this cave that holds ancient secrets.
Now, join us on a journey to explore shocking things found in caves on Earth. Take your eyes off the screen, because the 175,000-year-old stalagmite cave. In a cave located about 50 kilometers from Toulouse, southern France, scientists have discovered an astonishing ancient structure. Inside the cave, deeper than 335 meters, about 400 stalagmites were arranged by Neanderthals into two circular structures. These structures are up to 175,000 years old, evidence that Neanderthals were not as simple as many once thought.
Notably, the surfaces of the stalagmites bear burn marks, making scientists curious about the true purpose of these stalagmite rings.
Could this be a site for rituals, a form of shelter, or some other mysterious activity?
This discovery shows that Neanderthals didn't just rely on instinct, but also had organizational and cooperative abilities.
To build these structures, they must have had clear division of labor, with some providing torchlight while others moved and positioned the stalagmites. This was clearly a collective effort, demonstrating the advanced social level and superior thinking of our ancestors. Contrary to the primitive, crude image, Neanderthals are now seen as ancient architects with impressive creativity and technical skill. The deep secrets within the cave remain a big question for scientists. But what's certain is that this discovery has illuminated a part of hidden history, bringing us closer to the wondrous stories of our distant ancestors.
The completely transparent snail.
A team of cave explorers and biologists made an amazing discovery during a deep expedition into the hidden Valley Beat cave system in Croatia. There, they discovered a completely new type of snail, unlike any snail they had ever known. These snails are completely transparent and blind due to living in a lightless environment about 975 meters below the Earth's surface. Discovering them was a challenge because the cave the team was exploring is not an ordinary site. It's one of the deepest caves in the world, ranked among the top 20 deepest. These snails move very slowly, only a few millimeters or centimeters per week, and often move in circles. When brought to taxonomist Alexander Wegen in Germany, he confirmed this was a species completely new to science. This story opens up a mysterious, previously unknown world deep within the Earth. Look at these footprints, found in the Chouette Cave in France, dating back up to 26,000 years. Showing that our bond with dogs began even before the last ice age. This completely changes the view that dogs were only domesticated around 15,000 years ago.
The footprints are perfectly preserved on a hardened clay floor, stretching over 45 meters.
According to research, these are the steps of a child, about 8 to 10 years old, and an ancient wolf or dog.
Charcoal traces were also found near where both paws, indicating the child was carrying a torch
to light the way while venturing deeper into the cave.
Previously, popular theories suggested that wolves began approaching humans at the end of the Ice Age,
when they came to settlements looking for food. However, with new data and modern DNA studies, scientists now believe that humans and dogs evolved together very early on. This relationship was built on cooperation and mutual understanding in hunting and survival. The footprints in the Chauvette's cave have shown us a surprising truth. More than 30,000 years ago, dogs were not just wild animals but also reliable companions to humans. Interestingly, their images do not appear in cave paintings. Perhaps because our ancestors gave them a special place, different from other animals. It is this ancient bond that has partly shaped the enduring relationship between the two species to this day. The Altamura Man. In a limestone cave in southern Italy, in 1993, scientists discovered the skeleton of Altamura 1 Neanderthal, about 170,000 years old. This is the most intact and oldest skeleton ever found from which DNA can be extracted. This discovery opened a door to the mysterious stories of human ancestors. However, research is not without obstacles. The skeleton is covered in stalactites and calcite layers, making detailed access extremely difficult. In particular, the skull is too fragile to move, forcing researchers to leave it in situ for preservation.
A breakthrough occurred when a research team successfully extracted DNA from the right shoulder blade, opening up unprecedented opportunities to explore the life of the Neanderthal people. Unlike previously discovered skeletons, the Altamura individual is considered a precious relic due to its astonishing level of preservation.
From the skull to the limbs, the skeleton's features are nearly completely preserved.
However, unusual characteristics such as abnormally thick leg bones complicate the identification process.
Using radiocarbon dating techniques, scientists determined the skeleton dates back 130,000 to 170,000 years. This discovery not only helps us better understand our ancestors but also reveals the richness and diversity in human evolution. It is often said that wine improves with age. So imagine the astonishment when discovering what may be the oldest wine ever known. Researchers have unearthed evidence of wine production dating back over 6,000 years. This not only expands our understanding of the ancient origins of wine but also proves that grape cultivation in Italy has a longer history than previously imagined. This is wine residue in terracotta jars from the Bronze Age, preserved in a coastal limestone cave in southwestern Sicily. These jars, dating back to the 4th millennium BC, contain traces of tartaric acid and salts, key components in wine production. This is compelling evidence confirming that these jars were once used to store wine.
This discovery has immense historical significance, pushing back the timeline of wine production in Italy by over 3,000 years compared to previous beliefs. Roasted root vegetables, 170,000 years old.
In the border caves of South Africa, scientists made a major surprise discovery: fragments of charred black root vegetables buried under ancient ash layers, dating back up to 170,000 years. This evidence shows that our distant ancestors not only hunted large animals but also utilized root vegetables as an essential part of their daily diet.
These root fragments were identified as stems and tubers of a Hypoxis genus, a vegetable similar to modern-day yams. They are not only rich in carbohydrates but also have a unique flavor.
What is special is that the discovery of this food has changed the previous perception that prehistoric humans relied solely on meat as their main food source. To uncover these remnants, the research team had to sift through layers of ash and dust and carefully analyze them under a microscope. After years of study, they determined that some species were even used for medicinal purposes, while others with soft white flesh were highly favored in meals. This discovery shows that our ancestors had a fairly balanced diet, combining protein from meat and starches from plants. This proves that since ancient times, humans have known how to utilize nature's diversity to maintain health and survival. The Marble Cave in Romania is a rare natural wonder that has been isolated from the outside world for 5.5 million years. This is a challenging environment, devoid of sunlight and filled with toxic air. Yet miraculously, it harbors a unique and astonishing ecosystem. This cave was discovered in 1986 by workers searching for a site to build a nuclear power plant. Since then, Marble Cave has become a strictly protected area, accessible only to specialized researchers.
Inside the cave, the oxygen concentration is only half that of the outside, and it is filled with carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide.
Moreover, absolute darkness has enveloped this place for millions of years, with no sunlight ever penetrating.
It is precisely these harsh conditions that have attracted special attention from the scientific community.
In 1996, a team of biologists from the University of Cincinnati conducted extensive research here. They discovered 48 species, 33 of which are found only in Marvel Cave.
These special inhabitants include sliders, pseudoscorpions, centipedes, millipedes, leeches, water snails, and many others. They have perfectly adapted to the lightless environment, losing their eyesight every minute.
But in return, they develop long antennae and flexible limbs to move easily in the dark. What makes Marvel Cave unique is that its ecosystem relies on chemosynthetic bacteria, rather than photosynthesis from sunlight. These bacteria use energy from chemical reactions such as sulfur or ammonia oxidation to provide energy and carbon for the ecosystem. In a way, this ecosystem resembles communities of organisms living near hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor.
But lacks the common symbiotic relationships found in deep sea environments.
Despite decades of research, Marvel still holds countless undiscovered secrets. Scientists believe that within this cave, there may be many unknown species, carrying important clues about biological evolution and the nature of life. This also raises an intriguing question: if life can exist under such extreme conditions, could we find similar life forms elsewhere on Earth or even in the solar system? Marvel is proof that life can emerge in unexpected places, opening a door for new discoveries in the future. Ancient bird carving. In 2003, archaeologists unearthed a small bird-shaped carving in the Hohlfels cave in Germany.
Not just an ordinary statue, this artifact is identified as being over 30,000 years old and crafted from mammoth ivory.
This could be the earliest image of a bird ever found, shedding more light on many interesting aspects of the life and spiritual culture of our ancestors. S head and a lion. Researchers believe it holds profound symbolic meaning related to the shamanic rituals of ancient people. These rituals often viewed water birds as a bridge between the real world and the spiritual world. The statue is small but exquisitely crafted, with details like the eyes, neck, and bird's head vividly portrayed. This proves that the artisans of that time not only had masterful skills but also poured their soul into their work. Besides this statue, archaeologists also found another ancient statue in a different cave in France. Both discoveries demonstrate that early human ancestors greatly loved and cherished the image of birds. Thanks to carbon dating techniques, experts have confirmed these artifacts were created between 28,000 and 35,000 years ago, highlighting the exceptional artistic level of prehistoric humans. Despite their small size, these statues carry great significance, opening a door for us to better understand the beliefs and lives of those who came before. This is evidence of humanity's boundless creative spirit since ancient times. The extinct bird. In 1987, a group of archaeologists from the New Zealand Speleological Society discovered a claw of the extinct moa bird. What's special is that not only bones and claws were found, but also some muscle and flesh still attached to it. The moa bird, part of New Zealand's native fauna, once had up to 8 different species, with some being about the size of a turkey, while others were so large they could reach up to 3.6 meters in height and weigh up to 227 kilograms. Experts determined that this claw is approximately 3,300 years old, confirming that this is an ancient native species of New Zealand, when photos of this flesh-covered claw spread online. It sparked a huge controversy.
People couldn't help but be amazed that a creature from the past was so perfectly preserved and appeared. The oldest bow and arrow technology ever discovered was found in a cave in Sri Lanka. This discovery dates back up to 48,000 years, providing important evidence of bow and arrow use in this region,
and simultaneously becoming the earliest record of archery in this part of the world. Explorers conducted excavations around the Fa Heenlina cave, located in southwestern Sri Lanka, and they discovered not only arrowheads but also some special decorative beads made from mineral ochre and seashells.
The notable aspect of this discovery is that it holds significant importance not only for South Asia, but it could also be the oldest evidence of archery in all of Asia.
This is clear evidence that our ancestors had made remarkable technological progress, according to researchers.
This discovery provided an interesting insight into the adaptability of early humans,
while also showing they possessed a diverse and flexible set of tools in daily life. One cannot help but admire the creativity and ingenuity of our ancestors when arrowheads made from animal bones date back 48,000 years. However, they were found in a sediment layer only about 14,000 years old.
The decorative beads discovered were not just jewelry but were also attached to arrows, showing the sophisticated archery techniques of ancient people. Archaeologists are extremely excited about this discovery because it contradicts the long-held view that
all important human innovations originated from Africa and Europe. They realized that regions like South Asia, particularly Sri Lanka, had advanced developments very early, proving that our ancestors here were much more advanced than we once thought. The 9,000-year-old skeleton. What would it be like if you discovered an ancient skeleton and realized it was your own ancestor? Someone who lived thousands of years ago. That's exactly what happened to this history teacher in 1903.
The ancient remains of a 9,000-year-old skeleton were discovered in a cave in Cheddar, England,
through maternal line DNA analysis. Adrian Target's genetic structure was found to match that of Cheddar Man, the oldest complete skeleton ever discovered in England. Notably, Cheddar Man lived in 7150 BC, before the dawn of agriculture. The genetic link between a modern individual and an ancient ancestor raises fascinating questions about the preservation and continuity of human genetic heritage. Meet the ancestors. Delving into archaeology in Somerset, as part of the program, DNA tests were conducted on 20 local individuals with ancestral ties to the area. The Department of Molecular Medicine at Oxford University conducted a comparative analysis of genetic material extracted from the pulp cavity of one of Cheddarman's molars and the DNA of study participants. Gow Cave in Cheddar Gorge, where the skeleton was initially discovered, holds a significant position in uncovering Paleolithic human remains in Britain.
This remarkable discovery provides valuable insights into the early stages of human agriculture and challenges previous assumptions about agricultural development in Western Europe.
Cheddarman's remains suggest a compelling narrative of emerging farming practices within the local community, contrary to the widespread belief of migration from Eastern Europe. The life of Cheddar Man was likely deeply intertwined with the dense forests and abundant wildlife of that era. As a hunter-gatherer, he may have relied on hunting deer, rabbits, waterfowl, and perhaps fish, while foraging for edible nuts, fruits, and roots. Cheddar Gorge, with its natural shelters, nearby forests, and flowing stream, likely provided a plentiful and secure environment for his community.
This community may have consisted of extended families.
The notable familial connection between Cheddar and Artadial Taggart far surpasses any previously recorded links to ancient ancestors. Even the lineage of the Hoang Sa can only be traced back to King Hasbuk, who reigned from 829 to 830 AD. In contrast, the genetic link between Cheddar and Artadial Taggart spans an astonishing timeframe, revealing a long-lasting thread connecting us to ancient origins. Thank you for joining us in exploring the fascinating underground mysteries and other groundbreaking discoveries scientists have found in these ancient caves. These discoveries not only open a door to distant history but also enhance our understanding of human creativity, adaptability, and the unique bond between humans and nature. The humanistic value of these stories lies not only in lessons about human cooperation and evolution but also in reminding us that, no matter how much time passes, traces of the past can live on with us. Each discovery is an indispensable piece in completing the picture of humanity's formation and development. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't.
Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming journeys.